Yee-haw.
Hello. Hi, KB. Thank you so much for the tier 1, man. Hi, everybody. Guys, I'm so fucking tired today. I destarted a very dirty keyboard from for Alps Wipes. Hell yeah, Zany. Let's do Samantha again. The Manta again today? No, Manta. We're going to do one for Bowl tomorrow. And then the next Manta stream, unfortunately, I had some stuff pop up this week. Not that we're in a rush to do these, but I'll probably do a Manta build next week. Or maybe Saturday. One of the two. I ordered a green MX Agar. Oh, hell yeah, Flick. The Agar's so nice, dude. Hell yeah. I made it in the nick of time. What's up, Craig? How you guys doing? I'm pooped. I'm very pooped. Today's gonna be a really fun build though. I've been looking forward to the Zyphyr 1 for a while. It is a collaboration build. I am pumped. I just ordered 2 Geon waffle cloths for my silver PVD matrix. Time to try and keep this thing fingerprint proof. KB, good luck, my friend. Hey, KB, for real though? For real? If you find a way to keep it fingerprint proof, can you let me know? Can you let me know? If you figure out a good way. I haven't been having the best of luck. Dude. Still didn't hear from you on Discord. Oh, shoot, Derbs. You know what? Let me message you right now with the form. I literally did a batch of shipments today, and you know what? My own stupidity and laziness. Let's get that to you right this instant, my friend. Yeah, today has been chaotic. Without going into too much details, dude, I have been having like such a shitty day when it comes to some of this like I don't know. It's been stupid and crappy with like 1,000,001 different reasons. But I'm just glad to be here. I've been looking forward to stream literally all day just because like, man, you know when you're just having one of those days? Literally, that's me today. Alright, Derps, got you, man. Here's the form. If you could fill that out, my friend. Thank you again, man. Alright. Going to details, we love story time. I mean, details kind of would be boring, but basically, being a small business right now and trying to be a small business who is on the side of wanting to make everyone happy has become a little bit tricky, and not in a bad, like, I feel like this is going to come off a bit depressing, but like it's in one of those ways that's like if you try to do the right thing and you try to do it by all the right channels, you're almost penalized for it versus people who aren't doing it the right way, and they just keep making it harder and harder and harder for people to kind of like, you know, just do the right thing over and over again. So it's been tough. Been having some big issues with like shipping things, which is frustrating. So, and then issues with just like other small stupid things. And it's not, I wish it was just custom. It's not like, I think on a customer basis, like from clients, I think everyone's been really happy with the service. It's just like the back end to make this all work, like to make the cogs move, has been a bit stressful. So, Keep Science, thank you so much for the Prime. I appreciate it, man. Sorry things were rough today, but glad, dude. I'm glad you're here to DNA. But yeah, I mean, that's really it. I got some fun stuff in today that I wanted to share with you guys. Actually, hold on, I forgot one thing upstairs. Let me go quickly grab it. One sec, guys. God damn, dude. I heard that. What happened? Oh my god, Burn. Burn, all your stuff came in today, by the way. I haven't gone through all the mail yet, because today was like a lot of small parcels. But look what also came in. Burn, thank you so much, man. We're going to be taking a look at some mice. I'm going to start looking at some mice more in detail, too. So, we got the Trinity and the Stormbreaker.
Keeps make everything okay, right?
They do, Reinhold, they do. Well, the community between them. for them makes it okay. JQ, thank you. So we're gonna be taking a look at some of these. Yeah, you know what? I've only like picked it up and tried to click a little bit, but I was like, these clicks feel really good. So I'm gonna do some comparisons, and I actually want to do some like write-ups on like, I guess my experience as someone who doesn't use mice often, just to see. So we're gonna see. Thank you again, JQ. Thank you again, Burn. Reinhold, thank you. Keeb, everybody. Sorry, Elquan. I hate it here. You should get the Feynman F01 just so you can appreciate the packaging that I did. Feynman F01? What is that, Flickbert? Or is it a mouse?
Damn, dude.
No, thank you so much, man. Actually, if you guys want more story times, I got some more later. But thank you guys. I appreciate it, man. I really do. I really hope you guys have been really enjoying the channel here and whatnot. Actually, because of you guys, this is... I'm thinking we're going to use this. I'm going to take a few photos. And then we'll go from there. But this is because of you guys. Actually, do I have a little battery around here? I have to go get one. This was sent to me. And they messaged me first, obviously. And they're like, you won this, like... People voted you as, like, the creator for this. Oh, Feynman. Oh, F1. What's this? Oh, this is a pretty sick-looking mouse. God damn, $260! Okay, that's a crazy-looking mouse. But, dude, this is a set from Signature Plastics that they sent me. It's an all-black set, but when you shine a UV light on it, which, again, I don't think I have a battery, apparently things appear on it. Do I have a battery lying around here somewhere? I don't think I do, guys. Unfortunately, I don't think I have a random AA battery lying around somewhere. Yeah, I'd have to go figure out where I can even find one. But, yeah, they sent me this because you guys said I was like... Yeah, I was like one of... Here's the thing I'm thinking. I'm take a few photos. I really appreciate this. But, I was thinking maybe... I don't know if we'll do it soon, just because I would like to take some photos and appreciate the set. Maybe for the holidays, we give this away. Apparently, there's only 25 of these made. And they have UV reactive legends. What do we think? I don't know. I was thinking it'd be cool. I think it'd be cool to give it to people who voted for that. That's so long ago. Yeah. They messaged me so long ago. I don't know if this got like lost in the mail for a while, Reinhold, but it's cool. It's very cool. They even sent me some transparent ones, but I don't have a battery, unfortunately. Or maybe, what battery does this even take? The In-N-Out shirt, eating In-N-Out right now? Thank you, guys. The In-N-Out shirt's pretty nice, but how are you enjoying your burger, bro? What battery is this? Is this like a AA? I think this would take a AA, right? Let me go see if I can scrounge up a AA somewhere, guys. You need to do a build with it? Yes. We are definitely going to do a build with this and do stuff. Still better packaging than GMK. Yes. Yes, indeed, dude. Let me get a AA battery. It's actually a AAA battery. Never mind. God, thank goodness I have to use batteries still for some camera stuff. But apparently... Oh yeah, look at that. That is sick, actually. Wait, that's kind of sick. So apparently all the legends are UV reactive, but you can barely see them. So they're like you can, I mean, if you really reflect the light, but from like a normal viewpoint, you wouldn't be able to see this at all. Yeah, this is really cool, actually. God damn. Interesting. Why is your hand glowing like the UV light? You know what, Keep Science? Dude, so sick. Yeah, this is a really cool set, actually. God damn. So, actually, we'll zoom in all the way here. Pretty cool. What does blue mean? Need a little UV light? Cool. That is super, super sick. Very, very neat. It's the most stealth set to date. Yes, the most stealth. I mean, it's really cool. Definitely props to Signature Plastics for making this. Super neat. Bro can make a Gooner Cube? Okay, you know what, guys? The Milky Yellows you lubed and filmed for me sound amazing. Thank you so much. I'm so glad you like them. I'm actually going to be using a batch tonight. Today we are using a batch. I was originally going to list these, but I was like, you know what? These are for me. How do shipments to PO boxes in Canada work? My commission shipment says signature required. It's the PO box. I just have to go get it, Baron. Honestly, if it came in earlier than noon today, I have it. I just haven't sorted through my mail today because there was a lot of small boxes, and I only went through like 5 or 6, and a lot of it was like junk, like not sent by anyone. It was just like literally junk that someone like shipped to all the PO boxes in my area. So I'm just like going through things. Okay, so a little while ago. This is the blue thing. What's this? Oh, this is like a... Oh, you know what? I think I've seen this. This looks familiar. All right. And then I think that's really all I have to show you guys. Nothing else super crazy came in today. Not that I know of yet anyways. But now let's go through this keyboard. Hi, quick question. Favorite budget keyboard and favorite switches at the moment? Budget keyboard? You know, I would still say the Bridge is one of my favorites. So, how much does the Zyphyr cost? $380. Actually, let's go through this because... Actually, no, wait. Before we even bother. Guys, how are you guys doing today? Is everyone doing okay? The reason I ask is because I feel like today, a few people I've talked to, we all kind of, including myself, we all feel a little stressed out. It's a Monday. I don't know if Mondays are normally supposed to be super stressful, but I hope no one's stressed out. Everyone's just hanging out. What mouse is that? This is the Glacier by Chilkey. The Glacier LW8K. I'm terrified today. I saw a horrible image. Economy has me worried. Dude, same here. Trying to ignorance is bliss. I get you right on. Same here, man. A waffle inside pancake? How does that work? I voted today. Did you, sir? We did. Literally ran out before stream started because I think it only runs until 9 o'clock and there's no way I'm making it after stream. Nor will I have the mental energy to go. So we did it earlier. Well, honestly, I'm stressed because I want to leave the place I work at and I've got no clue where I'm going to go next. I get that, KB. That was my last feels for my last job. I don't have any... I wish I had better advice, but like, dude, if that's how you're feeling, like if that's your gut instinct right now, start looking. That way there you can make the move. But yeah, it's poopy. It's been a strange one, and I'm stressed and just can't explain the feelings I had today, honestly. Truly so glad you're streaming tonight. Exactly what I needed. Yeah. Even for me, like I 100% wanted to be online. Actually, I saw Geo yesterday. Mr. Geo Ren. He was in Toronto, so we hung out for a little while. Which was also nice to hang out with someone yesterday. Honestly, I feel like I've had a good community experience the last, like, few days. I did see Geo. Doing fine, just installed a bright blue ball in my Logi trackball. What does that do exactly? Just like a color thing? But Lost, I get you, man. Lost, have you been doing anything to kind of take your mind off of it? Hi Ziegler, how you doing, man? Dude is blue balling. How is the, I guess, de-stressing going? But yeah, it's been weird. Alex, how do you do your giveaways on your boards through stream? I mainly do them through stream. Right now we're not running anything because like that's it for right now, but yeah, I normally just do them through stream. Long pull Milky Yellows, and I haven't seen those. So this is what I mean. There's a new Switch every day. How can I possibly keep up with this? Taking apart a keyboard and just rebuilding it for fun. I love that. I love that, dude. Found my X100T's flash. Was looking for it and should be sick to use. Hell yeah, dude. Oh, you mean, is it that like little Fuji flash that's like tiny? Is that the one that I'm thinking of right now, Grant? I want an EC Agar. Yeah, I actually don't know if those are... I don't know what the plan is for restocking the EC Agars. Yeah, the Cube one. Yeah, I know which one you're talking about. It's actually a sick little flash. Yeah, but I wonder if Pancake knows. Would you highly recommend the Neo 60 core with HMX switches? I like the Neo 60 core a bunch. I think I like it more than the copper version, like the CU. If you have the ability to buy it, go for it. I think it will sound good with just about any switch you really throw into it. So I don't know. I do really, really, really like the Neo 60 core. I think that's one of their better projects out of all the new stuff. So bought some unlubed MX2As and cherry clip-ins from some guy named Whiplash. Oh, that's one of our sponsors. Yeah, I know that guy. I want to buy some keycaps, but I'm already waiting on Motif. Oh, dude, Peter. Dude, you know what? Take a breather, you know? We take a breather, we wait for those to come in, then we make our decision. No impulse buying. We don't do that here. It's coming along. I think it's on the way to America since they started US-based shipping yesterday. Oh, cool. Wait, KVD fans is doing US-based shipping now? I would say it's pretty smart. Have you seen the Felis? No, I have not. 40% Alice. Although 40% Alice sounds cute. Do you have a link, Captimus? I would love to see that. My keycaps are delayed and it's been 3 weeks. South African customs don't take nonsense. So were they delayed because like something happened in customs, or were they delayed because something went wrong with the shipment? Or are they just being silly? Oh, this is it here? Z-Frontier? Oh, this! I've seen this! I forgot this was called the Felis. Yeah, this is cute. I love this in that nice, like, orangey yellow color they got. Love that, dude. Love that. When I see hhkb, I'm in. Okay, let's talk a little bit about this. Do I have any more EC board recommendations? I'm only just starting my own personal journey into EC stuff. So I am waiting for a happy hacking keyboard to come in right now. So I'm actually going to be sort of in the same boat as you guys. I actually just got a few EC things in we're going to be looking at, but that's going to be for another day. But yes, I'm going to be doing that journey with you. I do also have the EC kit for my Type K, so we're going to be doing a whole bunch of cool stuff. But this is the Zyphyr 1, or just Zyphyr. It's a collaboration between Nesson.
3.
Thank you, OTY. Between Nesson and Zyphyr design. When I tell you guys, already Nesson designs, I have been a huge fanboy for a while. So I'm going to enter this with a little bit of a bias because, you know, I like the way that Nesson designs keyboards. When I saw this beautiful project, it leans less into like the more, how can I word this?
Hope you're having a good one.
Thank you, Lance. Appreciate it, man. It doesn't have as much embellishment as a normal Nesson keyboard would, and I'm not against that, but this is a very pretty board. It does have long feet, but again, with long feet, I feel like you kind of really have to test the board first. Like, it's not always a bad thing because it really depends on the board. But, dude, this board here, when I saw it, I was just like, damn, I need to take a look at this. We were sent this. I don't know if I'm keeping this, but I put sponsored anyways. Because we have a sponsor who's going to be carrying this. I don't think I'm keeping this though. But let's take a look. Let's take a look at this board. It's a 60% hhkb, as you guys can probably imagine. There's a thank you card. This is Zyphyr Lab. We are pleased to meet you for the first time. Grateful for your support and participation in the group purchase of our first project. Cool, cool, cool. Nice little card there. Oh gosh, dude, I cannot get this out. You know, it's a heavy board because I believe the whole bottom is stainless steel. Got it. This is actually so heavy, holy smokes. This is pretty darn heavy. So, let's open this bad boy up. Move over these signature plastic keycaps. I already love this. Oh, this is so heavy, dude. I don't know how much Nesson had to do with like certain parts, and I don't know how much the Zyphyr Labs had to do, but it's a cool collaboration. We got some nice thin side bezels. We have a very industrial feeling design here. It's very, very minimal, very like to the point. Now, here's the beautiful part. It's gonna have some really cool accent LEDs, but it lifts up on the side. And I think that's why I'm like liking this sort of design. It lifts up and you get this kind of cool side profile from that as well. And then you got a whole stainless steel bottom piece. It's brushed. Again, normally I don't like brushed, but I definitely feel like some companies and some people who have been dealing with brushed these days have been doing it in a very tasteful manner. Like, I think this is nice here. My camera hates this right now, but I think this is nice. They did this in a very nice manner here. And you still got a little bit of texture and stuff going on here in the bottom. I don't love the Zyphyr thing here in the middle, but I mean, it is what it's on the bottom. It's pretty small. It's like non-issue really, but preference based really. But looks gorgeous. Recessed USB-C port. We do have long feet. I'm not sure how this will contribute to the overall sound of the board. We'll see. Normally, we don't love these. Well, I don't love these. I shouldn't say we. I don't love them just because they typically add a bit of thuddiness, but it's kind of per project basis. Sometimes you get good ones, sometimes you get bad. I like that there is a little bit of a polycarbonate window here to kind of keep all the cables in check for the side wall, or the side, daughter boards there for the LEDs. I think that's very tasteful. So that means the internals had some thought put into them. There is a bit of a ribbon cable here, which, love it or hate it, it's a ribbon cable. It is what it is. And it seems like you do tuck this into the back over there, which nice little way to manage the cables there. And it is a hidden screw design. So pretty standard hidden screw design over here. That's a stupid classic timeless feeling. It definitely has far more depth due to the little step on the bottom, like you said. Yeah, it definitely has a bit of depth because of that. But it's hard to portray how nice this feels in hand just because of this giant stainless piece on the bottom. And they're saying, so if I go back to the website here, they're saying this should roughly be about let me triple check. It's either 370 or 380. 370 for sandblasted or 380 for the brushed. Personally, I'd probably go for the sandblasted, which is the flat version of this. I don't know, the brush does look nice. I still don't love brushed. It's still not my favorite. I think the sandblasted for $10 less is more my thing. But 370, 380, not bad. Not bad at all. And then including the feet, it's going to be a 19.4 millimeter front height, which is, I'd say, in the pretty great comfort zone. And then we're also looking at an 8-degree typing angle, and it weighs about 2.3 kilograms. God damn. There also will be some in-stock units as well as a group buy after that. So, as for colors, pretty sure there's only like 3 or 4. Actually, it doesn't really say here for colors. They did tell me that there's a tentative selling date for this, and that's going to be between May 10th and May 15th. They just don't have a set date for it yet. Oh, no, here are the colors, my bad. It's going to have, what happened to my window here? It's going to have silver, which we're looking at now. It's going to have blue. It's going to have green. Oh, the green's sexy. And then it's also going to have black. So yeah, about 4 colors. The green's nice. All right, let's take a look at some of the extras here. Little foam, which I don't think we're going to be using today. It's giving good industrial looks. Yeah, it's a pretty nice 60. There's a lot of 60s right now, man. So many 60s out. Keeper, what's up, dude? So we got a little hot swap PCB action. Now, did they have anything listed about a solder PCB here? Let's triple check. PCB, anywhere. I think this might be the only PCB, judging by what I'm seeing here. Hot swappable PCB. So this might be the only thing that we get with this. Obviously, it's an hhkb, so there's going to be a little bit of a, limitation when it comes to the bottom row. Let's see though. Let's take a look at this bad boy. We do have to clip some stuff off here, but I mean, we still get some options. Split backspace. I feel like if I don't go split, you guys are going to hate me. So I'll go split. We also have split right shift, which is interesting, and a stepped in regular caps lock. So pretty nice. Actually, very nice PCB. Very, very nice. Love it. Lack of solder is questionable to me, but also, just so you guys are totally aware, like, I feel like I'm preaching to the choir at this point here, and I've already told you guys a million times. Bro, as much as I want to, like, criticize it not having solder, when I've seen the stats on how many people actually buy solder, I can't even, like, comment. Like, it's like, I'll use Mode for example, like, and I think they're a good example of, like, enthusiasts and everyone else who buys. A lot of people buy hot swap. It's kind of rare for, I think, solderable to make up even 10% of the sales. So it is what it is. Is what it is. That's been so disappointing to me. I'm worried soldering is going to disappear. I don't think it is, just because there is advantages still to soldering. But I just think less and less people, like when it comes to, if you have to make decisions on cutting some stuff, it might be one of the first things to kind of axe out there. All right, what do we got in here? They did send this separately. This actually, bro, I actually got to say something. I don't know why this was sent to me separately, but this came like 2 hours before stream. This little package of pour-on gaskets, and I didn't even know that we were missing gaskets. So thank goodness this came before stream, or else we wouldn't have been able to build this tonight. That doesn't surprise me at all. Yeah. Just saw your IG post for the diversity TKL. Oh, dude, it's so nice. It's so nice. Wait, we had gaskets. I have no idea why these were sent then. We have 2 sets of gaskets. We'll just ignore that. Oh, there's another PCB in here too. Is there a difference? I think they're both the same. I'm not going to bother opening this one here, but there's a second PCB in this accessories case here. We have some foam, and we have an aluminum PCB, or a plate, which we're going to use. All right, and then what else do we got in here? Oh, we also have a second aluminum. I guess they just sent, maybe this is meant for the next person. I'll just put these back. Yeah, we'll put all this stuff back for now. Cool, very cool. Actually, I have a question for you guys. Do you guys prefer silicone gaskets, pour-on gaskets, or does it not matter to you guys? Curious, very, very curious. Pour-on for sure. So we're considering, actually, I'll tell you guys later. So let's take a look at the this here. Pour-on's is league better. Look at Kohaku. Fair. Nice plate here. We have a little bit of a relief cut right over here. I actually would have loved to see them cut up a little bit on the plate and really isolate this space bar. But you know what? The tabs, the mounting tabs, were in good spots here. So I'm not too stressed out about that. Interesting plate. So this sits underneath the tabs. Interesting. Silicone always sounds more thuddy and often than not very tight. Interesting. Okay. Very, very interesting, guys. I like that. I like the preferences here. The Dune sounds real good in it, doesn't it? All right, I guess let's get some stabs ready. Do I have any preference on stabs today? I think I'm just going to use some clip-ins. Today feels like just a regular clip-in kind of day. Although I do want to plug in this keyboard. I don't know if the lights will turn on. I hope it does. Oh, maybe not. Maybe I have to get everything plugged in here for this to fully boot up. Was really hoping it would. Actually, you know what? I guess we can kind of test that. Let's see. I'm kind of curious. I'm going to spoil it early. The classic stabs? Oh, yes. The classics. Man, I swapped back to this desk pad and I don't know why I did that for. Already frustrated with it. One of my personal faves. Oh, the Dune. The Dune is so hot. Do I have to like flip a switch on something? Why isn't this powering up? Oh, you know what? Is this one of those boards that can't use a USB? It might be actually. Something's not powering up. Maybe something's loose on the inside there. I'll have to take a peek. I'll take a peek. Maybe one of the ribbon cables got a little bit jostled in transit. Need a JSON? It could also need to be flashed. I'm not too sure. They didn't mention anything about that, but we could take a look here in a bit. All right, let's do some stabs and then we'll figure out what's going on with the PCB. PCB. All right, let's get some stabs. Yeah, I'm running low. Very, very low. How are you feeling about the Canadian elections today? Same way I felt about it the last 10 years. I mean, we'll see, I guess. I think, if I'm being honest, like, it's obviously super important to go and vote, but, like, I'm feeling a bit moot. Just because, like, I think a lot of my problems right now are more with the tariffs being imposed, and that I don't think like any candidate's gonna be doing anything about that truthfully, but I think that's more of a we have to wait for the United States to do something there. So that's really, there's other things, very important things, but I think one of the things I was looking for, it can't be fixed. So gotta run, enjoy the build, Alex. Thank you, Raze. Let's just move this to the side for now, and let's do this. Plug this guy back in. And actually, you know what? Should I grab a little cloth for this? Nah, all right. Screw it today. We'll look into that. Oh, for the solder kit. So, question: am I doing split or am I doing full backspace, guys? Do you guys have a preference? Split that shit? Goddamn, bro. You already know the answer? No, that's why I'm asking. Split? Do what you... Ants, thank you so much, dude. Okay, we'll do split. Seems like that's the consensus. I got roasted on the bus, by the way, today, guys. By some, like, teenagers. I didn't know what to say, so I just, like, you know, I just kind of kept my mouth shut, but... it is what it is. I've hit that point now. So, whatever. It is what it is. hhkb needs a split. Why did I get roasted? Was it your sitting posture? Bent? No. What was the roast? Oh, there were some teenagers, and then some of the teenage girls were talking, and then they were talking about like some boy they liked. I don't know. And then they had mentioned the summary without the teenage lingo. They had mentioned that they didn't like the boy who was physically fit and they liked skinnier boys. And then they pointed at me and said, like, that guy, he's really skinny and not fit. And it was like a half compliment from teenagers, but also like, go fuck yourself type thing. You know what I mean? So I was like, okay, fuck me, I guess. I'm not fit. I know that. Like, thank you guys. Thank you. Jesus, brutal. Yeah, thank you. But one of those things where I just kind of like took it in stride, I suppose. So, whatever. That's stupid. Kind of hurt my feelings, though. I'm not gonna lie. Whatever, man. Also, damn, pointing and everything. I mean, they were... So, just so you guys, like, can kind of grasp what I'm talking about. My seat. The way that some of the seats work on the train here is... My seat, their seat. We were looking at each other. It wasn't even like they were sitting behind me. We were sitting face to face. And then they did that. So, it is what it is. Damn rough. Yeah, it's okay. Thanks, Tony. Bull, thank you so much for the raid, man. I appreciate it. You have the frame to beat to buff and be a final boss? I don't know, man. I don't think I do. Good evening, Mr. Odos. What is up, Mr. Bull? How are things? I'll do this part later. Let's do a clipping of this. At least they didn't stab you in the back. I mean, yeah, there's definitely that. But my feelings got stabbed, so. Little about things that just happened to me for literally nothing. I was driving to work today and a tiny bit of rock or something flew and cracked a nice little star-shaped my windshield. Oh, you gotta be careful with that in it. Isn't like the thing with like little cracks in windshields that you gotta take care of them ASAP or else they become big cracks? Does Bull like bowling? I would make that assumption. I think. Hope everyone is having a nice Monday. I'm having an okay Monday. I was really hoping your bulls would come in today, Bull, but they didn't come in. No bulls from Bull today. It's fun, but I suck at bowling. That is not what I was expecting Bull to say. I was expecting Bull to say he was amazing at bowling. It's not a problem since the windshield has layers and shit, so it's not urgent. Okay. Do you say you were going to look at some premium mice? Is that also for today's stream? No, I think the mice... So, if you guys want to know, I want to start looking at mice. Like, it's been kind of enjoyable. I don't think I have a stream about it planned. More so, I'm going to be doing some other, like, content. But if you guys do want to look at mice on stream... I can kind of take like, because I've purchased a whole bunch, and then people have sent me like a handful. So we can take a look at those on stream one day if you guys really want to. Like, I'm totally down. I just would need to figure out how on earth that we're going to do some of that content on stream. I don't really know how to do it. I was actually about to ask you if you've ever used a trackball mouse a long time ago. Long time ago in a galaxy far, far away. Unboxing first impressions? Yeah, we can do that for sure. I'm totally down. I think it would stay on stream, though. I don't know if it's, like, enough content to be its own YouTube video, though. Would be nice. Nice little change of pace. I'm also looking for a new one. How about... I don't know. Maybe tomorrow. I'll let you guys know in Discord, obviously. But I'll pick a day, and we can maybe make about half an hour to an hour's worth of chit-chatting about mice. I'll kind of prep some of the mice here and kind of go through my personal findings with them. The one today, though, I want to use before I talk about, because these are a little different from, like, oh, well, not this one. This one here is a little different from what I've been normally using. The Stormbreaker is actually a bit bigger. So if you guys can see, it's actually not quite like some of the mice that I've already been using. You can see it's substantially bigger. I'm actually interested to see now, because I haven't used a larger sized mouse, how this is going to compare to the other ones. So, interested to see. I can tell you right now, though, I really like the clicks on these Ponage mice. Hand-filling mice is prime. Yeah, I mean, that's what I'm definitely interested to see. Like, how will I react to them? Manta will be open group buy. Technically open pre-order. There's no reason for you to feel like rushed to get it. And it's going to have multiple vendors, Sushi, so no stress at all. We'll have worldwide vendors. Hopefully every region will have something. All right, let's get some lube. The Naga Trinity is so good. I haven't played around with their software. I've actually never tried one of these mice before, so this is going to be interesting to me. Is Bull still here? I don't know. Honestly, I don't know when the group buy will be, but me and Bull will keep you guys very much in the loop. We don't have any set dates yet. We're kind of just playing it by ear. We're not in a rush for this project. As cool as the project is, like I was actually showing some friends this morning too over a phone call some of the features of this, and they really liked it, but we're not in a rush. Gosh, there's like a little speck of dust on my glasses here. Alrighty, let's start lubing some stabs. Let's do this first. You guys have any plans tonight? Honestly, I've had such a stressful day that I just want to like sit. I just want to sit down and I kind of just want to curl up on the couch and watch a movie or something. Normally, I'm working for like usually an hour after stream, even though I always tell you guys I'm getting off, but I end up like getting sucked into work. But today I actually want to like chill. Just got the new Instax 360. Ooh, what are you gonna do with that? Watch the weather and hope for no tornadoes. Oh, is it that time of year or something? Is it bad there right now for you? It's actually gorgeous here. Dude, today has been insane at work. I just want to play video games and shit. What are you playing right now, Matt? Bought the new Gatorade cream sodas. Ooh. Or some, not new. How are you liking them? Record my drive to and end from work so I can experience my pain. Do you have a long drive, Keeb? Or is it a shorter drive? I don't think I've ever asked you. We have tornado and hail. Oh shit, up to 1 inch potentially coming up in a few hours? Oh shit. I hope everyone stays safe. That is fucking scary sounding. Damn. Yeah, be safe everyone who has to deal with that stuff. Probably gonna play Red Dead Redemption 2. I got the problem of having massive game library. Dude, I got you there, bro. I got you there. Have you tried Gatorade Raws or B-Sun Raws? I feel like I have. Haven't I, guys? I think I liked them. I don't remember now. Honestly, I feel like I have used them. I just don't remember what my thoughts on were with those, because I think it was one build that we did, and I think it might have been a client build. So I don't think I ended up using those for like a long period of time. Does Tribosis ever make your switches sound deeper? Usually it's kind of the opposite. Tribosis is a bit thinner, so it shouldn't make it sound deeper. It's really the amount of lube that you put into a switch. Like if you're sitting there and you're glopping that lube, sounds a little weird out loud saying that actually, now that I'm thinking about it. But if you're really just like, you know, I can't think of a good way to describe this. You're really just piling on that lubricant. No matter what you use, no matter the type of lube, it's going to sound thuddy. Glop that lube, hunks. Sorry, guys. My bad. Can I... Okay, you know what, guys? Glop 3000. What am I doing with the lube? Applying it to your switches, obviously. Hopefully I make it back in time for the end of stream. If not, have a good stream. See you all on Discord. Bye, Keep Science. Take care, dude. Break out the UV light again? Oh my god, dude. Stop. Stop. Use the black light on your hands right now. I actually don't know what's going to happen to my hands. Not for that reason. Don't be fucking weird. I hurt myself earlier. And I don't know if there's going to be like... Does blood show up on UV light? Sounds gross, but... Look, guys, my hands are good, all right, guys? My hands are fantastic, so don't be weird, all right? My hands are great. Please. This is where I was worried about, right over here. Because, I know it's clean. Enhance. What's that white residue? Okay, you know what, guys? Brave man. Listen, guys. I'm confident, all right? No, I ended up... long story. I don't know if you guys can see, but got like a nasty, like... It's like a... I hate saying this out loud, but it's like... Because it makes me feel weird. It's like an ingrown hair plus a pimple combo, you know, on my neck. And then I just been itching at it. And then I did that thing. And do you guys remember? I don't think it's kind of cleared up. Not really. I did the same thing here once. And sometimes I just itch. Like, I don't realize when I'm itching. And then it fucking, like, it's not even like you pop it or whatever. It's just like you scratch it and it starts bleeding like crazy. And I remember I was doing like this. Oh, no, it was this hand, actually. I was doing like this because, like, I was like, why is my neck feeling weird? And I'm like, oh, there's blood everywhere. And then I was like, oh, shit. Like, I scratched my neck. And then I realized what I scratched. It was so bad. Like, it's been killing me all day long. The curse of a beard? Yeah, it's like the tail end of where I shaved. And this is why... This is for the boys, you know? This is why I don't like shaving to the skin. This is why I normally leave like 0.2 or 0.3 millimeters there. I shave to the skin for my neck because I want to clean it up. And this happens every goddamn time I shave to the skin. Something happens like this. I hate it. I don't know why I do it for. So, very much regretty spaghetti on that. Yeah, I hate skin irritation stuff. Gotta use a single blade razor. Ugh. For the amount of times I do it, honestly, I should just probably get one. People say itch it and not scratch it. That's a really good point. I think I do say itch it, Frank, don't I? I don't know why. You never updated your stab articles. The Neo stabs listed. Oh, Shiki, it's the same way. I think I just probably never changed the name of it. I'll change that afterwards. Same thing. Literally the exact same way I would mod the TX stabs. There's no difference. There's probably a reason. Like, maybe I just forgot to update it, but I copied and pasted it for a reason. So, literally the same way. Actually, is there any other new stabs I should probably cover? I don't think so, right? I think we've pretty much covered like almost all of the stabs these days. The only ones I really haven't tried are the new Duroc 3.0s, but I also don't know who's vendoring those right now. Yeah, lube it the exact same way. Designer stabs? Aren't those also stupid stabs? I feel like there's like one large brand that does like 5 different names for their stabs. The Manta come with wireless stabs? Oh yeah. They're gonna come with these new things called air stabs. Me and Bull have been working on them. They're air stabs. I'm actually holding them up right now. Those will be inside the box. I just dropped it. My bad, guys. It'll be inside the box, and you guys will. Yeah, but yeah, actually, that's right, Burn. They are a subscription, and if you guys want to, subscribe to the air stabs, it will be $59.99 every 7 days. Billed to bullkeyboards.com. So there you guys go. Bro, my allergies are killing me. Yeah, I mean, spring is kicking up, bro. I get you. Spring is indeed kicking up. Are you taking anything for it? And make sure to get his book to learn how to... Yeah. I also, in case you guys are curious, we have an ebook on how to use the air stabs. So, no spacebar till you guys pay your subscription. Yeah, you only get the spacebar stab on the second week of the subscription. So, if you guys want to learn how to use them. That is an additional $50. Yeah, there is an added fee, unfortunately, but I mean, we have to make money. This is the manual right here for the air stabs. So, bro needs to make a manga on Keebs. Are you guys trying to compete with Norbauer? We are trying to offer an elite experience. Alex and Bull putting up more paywalls than Bungie with Destiny. Oh, shit. Is the see-through version extra? They're all see-through. No need for extra. We only got one edition. Is there video instructions? No, we don't do that. You read or you don't install them. We don't do that. Keeb University for a mere $500 a month. Bull teaches classes once every 6 months, but you still have to pay per month.
God damn, dude.
Box, what's up, man? I feel like it's been a little while. How are you doing? How are things, my friend? Thank you so much for the 10 tier 1s, dude. But I like that paywall comment about Bungie. Is there actually still a lot of Destiny paywalls? What's going on, my guy? Dude, what's up, Box? The absent father? For who? Actually, did I also cut myself there? God damn, my hands are splitting today. Look at my thumb. Don't know what's going on. Lubing my air stabs and now my PCB is wet? That shouldn't happen. There should be no lubricant. You messed up. You didn't buy the manual, and that's what happens. Quick, Alex, give something away, preferably to me. God damn, what are we looking? Okay, I will take a look after this box. I didn't see anything. My bad. I didn't see those. Honestly, Instagram, their new messaging system, even with those new requests, and then you have to go to hidden requests. That's all weird. I'll take a look at it. Sorry, Box. No, thank you, my guy. Real talk, do people even play Destiny? I liked it for a while. In fact, I kind of got back into it for a little while. But yeah, I don't know. I didn't really... I lost interest just as quick. But I know people who still play. Some people really like Destiny. It still feels like a good shooter. When we playing some games... Oh man, you know what? Honestly, Boney, I haven't even been playing much. The only game I actually did play is I played a little bit of Ark Survival Evolved yesterday with a friend for like an hour. And then I fell asleep. But I don't know when. I don't know what I'm going to play. Apex, dude, we've been playing a little... Every now and then, the same group of friends I played Ark with, I played a little bit of Apex. I've been liking the new Apex. I'm going to be honest. I suck. I can't... I mean, we've won a few matches, but I've been struggling. Like, some of these people who play Apex are really good. It is crazy how good they are. Schedule 1? Bonnie, I think I spoke about this. Can I be honest? I'm not really into Schedule 1. If I'm being real with you guys. I don't really... I feel burnt out on playing those types of games. You want to know why? It's because I work all day. And then I have to play like those type of games because like my girlfriend loves those games. And those games just feel like another version of me working. And I don't really, yeah, like work number 2. I never feel like I'm relaxing playing those games. Like it's just like another version of having to manage a job. So it's not really enjoyable. Like I can't shut my brain off type thing. Losing games to people with more time on their hands gets old, kind of old. It does, but it's still fun if you just joke around with your friends. Yeah, let me use the cash register for some fun. Yeah. Alex said he can only be Kingpin dealer for so long, chat. He needs a break. Yeah. Sometimes you just need that break, guys. I don't know. I feel like it's not a very common sentiment because everyone I know has been like loving Schedule 1. Except me. I've been like, it's alright. It's just okay. Power Wash Simulator? I've seen people say that it's a good relaxing game. I feel like that would be really satisfying. What kind of Loctite grease am I using? Oh boy. I'm using this formula now, this part number. They told me it's the same as the other part number that I normally used, but I don't believe them anymore. I think this is a bit thinner. It's been lasting just fine though. Like I haven't had to do any relubes on anything, but they recently discontinued the other part number according to Loctite, the 535535, whatever it was. But I don't know. This is according to them the same thing, but it does not feel like the same thing at all. So, Cyberpunk 2077, dude, I need to play that game again because I never played the expansion pack. I heard it's really good. The only thing is, I feel like I need to start fresh. If I'm going to play that game, I have to start right from scratch. That was surprisingly concise. Oh, for which? Sorry? Oh gosh, I need to use something here. Did you play it before or after the major overhaul? I think before. Pretty positive. I don't really remember. When was the major overhaul? Oh, your Loctite explanation? Oh, yeah, I don't know. I feel like I've talked about it a few times. Maybe that's why I felt concise, but yeah. Something's off. I don't really like this new part number at all. So nice. Ultimate Tofu, thank you so much for the Prime. I appreciate it. It's just, the reason why it doesn't feel different in the stab, again, it just feels like it's a different consistency, and I preferred the old consistency. That's literally it. That's what I think too. But I did call them, so times they are changing. Yeah. How much would you demand to be? So far, it looks like maybe about $450. And this is a really nice PCB, actually. Designed by Zyphyr Lab, made in China. Look at that. It's nice. Very, very awesome looking PCB here. Okay, cool. All right, time to put some switches in. 2.0 update came out before Phantom Liberty. Oh, then I have not played the new overhaul. I played, I think, when the game first came out. I think that's this, and I played for about a month or two. Sounds good, dude. Hell yeah, way too lucky. Pumped up, man. Let's get everything lined up here. Yeah, it does have a bit of a Wilbur kind of feel to it. Wilbur kind of started some trends, I'd say, personally, with all this stuff. Just that one leg got a little wonky there. I feel like maybe I should probably use a plate fork for this. Milky yellows are a bit thicker. The plate looks cool, the way it tapers. Yeah, I kind of agree. I wonder if this is going to have any interference with the blockers, but we'll see, I guess. It shouldn't. Yes, these are the pros with added films. Yeah, I need some. The legs are fine on these, it's just the PCB is a bit tighter. Let's get a plate fork. Whew. No, I think it's the plate. The plate's just a smidge on the tighter side. Just ever so slightly. What lube do you use for switches and stabs? Typically, I mean, actually, I can't even say typically. Lately, I've been using GS2 a lot. I've been really liking my GS2 lubricant for switches. And then for stabs, I typically use 205 with a mix of dielectric on some. So, but yeah, I don't know, man. GS2 has been my go-to for switches these days. I've been loving GS2. About that batch of MX2As I bought, I thought they were 62 gram, but I saw the website and they're 55. Guess I have weak fingies? Wait, so hold on. The 55 is too heavy for you? Is that what you're trying to say? No. I know what you're saying, Annie. They're mine, but... What do you normally use in it? 55 is like... Oh, I mean, everyone's different, but... 55 is typically pretty light. Damn, and it... and it probably does use 45 gram. Maybe 45 is his preference. Dude, you know what? I will say this. If you were to get used to 45 and then go to even to 55 or 60, you would immediately feel a big difference. So, does GS2 make the switch sound deeper? It's weird. Sorta makes it a bit fuller. So, I use 55 on my other boards. I don't know why these feel heavier. Well, they're also slow 2s, which I think they're a little longer compared to normal Anit. So maybe that's why, because they'll give you a bit of a difference in terms of feel there. So you might be using a different spring, like lengthwise. Did you all see that it looks like Tom over at Hype is going to offer combo plates with 2 materials? I fucking love that, dude. He has to cut 2, but I think it should be interesting. That should be really interesting. I'm glad someone's finally doing it. So glad, man. Still gonna use them because I don't know. I got my fingers pumped. Do you notice the sound difference in it between springs? I feel like everyone's a bit different with that answer. Like, does a 55 gram spring make the switch sound different versus a 60 gram? Just soldered my first keyboard, the W1 plateless. It's so easy. You were scared for nothing. Bro, I'm so proud of you. Listen, dude, I'm telling you, sometimes we kind of psych ourselves out. But I'm super proud that you did it, man. The first few switches are definitely nerve-wracking. But then when you get the rhythm, you know? The rhythm of soldering, easy peasy, bro. Also, what's up, Brandon? How you doing, man? What is up, Brandon? I will say, actually, I agree with Big Max. Soldering a plateless build. Is that your first time soldering? Oh, yeah, you said first time. Plateless first time is actually quite brave. I'm proud of you. Wait, what switches did you use? I'm so curious now. A little bit. I don't know how to explain it, like a lot of things, but I do notice that sometimes it's different in a good way, though. I still like them. I've been using Geon 55 22 mil a lot. Those should actually feel a bit heavier, I think, in it. Interesting. I'd be curious to see. I mean, not really see. Maybe side by side. Maybe I need to try a 55 gram Geon spring versus the slow springs that I use. Scared to solder because I cannot commit to the same switch. You know what? Say no more, bro. I don't blame you. Hot swap's good for that. MX Blacks, W1 Olive with GMK Black Snail. Okay, so MX Blacks are a great switch to do for a plateless build. So really awesome though, man. I'm glad it turned out good. That makes me really happy. Did this not have a film? Uh-oh. Did I mess this up and not put a film in this one? I did. No film. Get out of here. I'll film you later. I wish Geon did a 22 millimeter 53 gram and at 53.5. Dude, that would be nice. You know, I still gotta say, Wuche has one of my favorite springs. They're a little tougher to kind of get sourced, but I really like their 53 gram spring, like so much. I used my last box of it recently. So I think they killed it with the springs, but actually, you know what? I don't know. Did they restock those anytime recently? Let's see. Wuche 53 gram springs. They might have them back in stock. Actually, I don't think so. Oh no, 53 gram. Oh yeah, here they are, the TL53s. Yeah, they do have them back in stock. I should pick up some of these. These are like one of my favorite springs. I don't know what it is about them. I fucking love them. Oh, I feel like Gateron needs to sponsor your stream with all the milky yellows you use. Would be nice. I've actually, not like a woe is me story, but I've tried to reach out to brands that I use their products a lot of. Like I've tried to reach out to Fuji. I've tried to reach out to like other brands that I'm like, hey, I use your products a lot. Is there anything you can do to help me out? I don't even hear back from them. The one time I did hear back from any company, it was, I basically, the short of it is I got told, because you're Canadian, we can't really offer you much, which sucked. Which I don't really quite like get why, because like, it's like, whatever, that's kind of a dumb reason, but yeah, just not, I never get answers back from anyone. I got the Chewy Springs from Bowl. I think it's false advertising though, because they're not chewable. And I would actually take him to court for that. That is kind of fucked up, bro. Have you considered lawyering up? Have you considered that, Annette? I should. I think so. What is the best switch for gaming? I mean, okay, my opinion box. One of the better springs that you can, or switches you can do for gaming. Like if you just want to buy one, I would honestly say something like Milky Yellows or Speed Yellows or Speed Silvers. The reason why is because with gaming, typically people want like a quicker reaction. You can definitely get a bit of a quicker reaction by using a long pull switch or something with a short actuation and a lighter spring. So that's why people typically go with speed switches, because it's just like, you kind of just tap them and they're good. So everyone's a little different though. Like for me personally, I find I make mistakes when I'm using long pull switches and playing video games. Or shorter actuation distance, I should say. But I think the majority of people will tell you that kind of same advice though, because it's usually pretty true. Cherry MX Reds feel fast enough without being soft AF. Yeah, some people still love Reds for gaming. No love for HE? Oh, dude, you know what? That's true. HE switches would be great too for an HE
We
keyboard.
need to see that brushed bottom.
You want to see it? Here it is. Oh, the foam fell out. 1 second. They did a pretty good job on the brush bottom for this, Matthew. I think it's pretty tasteful. Normally, I hate brushed finishes, but I think this looks really good on this board. And I think the reason why I think it looks good is because they have some stuff that kind of contrasts it a bit. I still think, though, if I had my options, I'd probably pick... yeah, this is a black one. I'd still probably pick the Sandblasted one. Go with a flat color. But they did make this feel a little bit more timeless in here a little bit. Looking forward to Ligura build later this week. Yeah, it should be fun. I think we might be doing an HE build, though. Flip. I don't know. I don't really know much about the Ligura. I have to look it up before stream. Is Bull sending you an oblique to build? I don't know. Bull doesn't really like me much. Not gonna lie, Alex, you look really good today. Thank you. I look well rested. I didn't even get any sleep last night. That means a lot. Seabass, I think, is next week. For faster reaction, it feels but smooth butter. Yeah. Then I would probably go with speed switch then, or HE stuff. Thank you, Shikigami. I appreciate it, man. I don't know why I'm having coffee tonight. Really don't know why. All right, let's open up this bad boy. I do miss soldering as often as we used to. I kind of miss it. I feel like we don't get to solder as often. Oh, actually, I need to do another little PSA. Okay. Anyone who's shipping me boards, if you guys are like in chat right now and you're like, oh, I'm about to ship an Alex a board or I'm considering it. 2 things. Number 1, first of all, thanks for considering. That means a lot. And then second of all, please make sure you're putting the country of origin as the correct country of origin. It's never really truly kind of mattered. But for example, if you buy a board from Kinetic Labs and the board is manufactured in China, then the country of origin even though you bought it within the United States, is still China. The reason I say that is because it's been happening quite often recently where I've been getting some stuff in from people and it's not labeled correctly. And we're paying now extra fees on that. And I'm having to submit a lot of forms to the government basically to get all that stuff like reimbursed. And it takes a while. So if you guys are considering it, just literally just make sure the country of origin's set to the proper one. I mean, if it is the States, then so be it. But, oh, Thok, you're all good. You know what's happened? I'm not kidding you. It's like 6 or 7 times in the last week. It's no one's fault. It's just literally they don't do a good job explaining about things. And it's primarily UPS and a little bit of FedEx. So it's really them at the end of the day who is not doing their due diligence and properly getting customers and clients to fill out forms properly. But yeah, it's been happening quite often. It's not really a big deal. I just don't want you guys to feel like you're hassling me or anything. It's not hassling me. It's just extra paperwork. That's it. So yeah, and that's the annoying part too. Like, one of the things that happened 2 days ago was I had a client ship me a board and they had a really bad experience at the counter for UPS. Like, they were told, this also happens, this has been happening way longer than I can even imagine. They tell people, oh, you're paying for shipping. That's the only fee you ever have to pay for. Bro, that's not the only fee you have to pay for. Like, it kind of bothers me a little bit that the people who work for UPS are giving false explanations on how things work. If you're shipping internationally, you're most likely, like, if you're the shipper, yes, that's technically it. But there's also extra fees. So when like, for example, the person asked, is there any extra fees that anyone will have to pay with this? And they said, no, taxes are included. No, they're not. Unless you set yourself as the recipient for those taxes, they're not included with your initial purchase at UPS. So it's kind of bothersome that they don't do a good job. But just a little PSA, if you guys are shipping, if you guys were considering doing service with me, I'll even be happy to walk you through it now that I have a little bit more knowledge on it myself. But it's definitely been a bit of a whirlwind of misinformation from UPS. Specifically UPS. And a little bit FedEx. Just a little bit. Alrighty. I think a lot of people just don't know where their products are made. Yeah, I mean, that's definitely fair too. But for us here, I think primarily they're mainly made in China or Korea. So, is there any differences between these? I guess not. No one seems to care about doing a good job and going a little further to take care of people. Most people come to the job and AFK till they clock out. Yeah. I get you there. Oh no, Burn, yours were fine. But yeah. So that's a great example then. If they told you, yeah, it should all be fine, that is just them trying to get you out the door. Which is kind of sad and kind of annoying. I know, Box. So it's definitely irritating for a lot of people. Can I send you my ducky to be built? Stump, if you actually want a keyboard to be built, for sure. Just fill in the form on my website and I can help you out. Price point on this shaky is about $370 to start, $380 for the brushed version. So it's $10 extra for the brushed version. Boomerant over. No, you're all good. Yeah, I mean, dude, if you're lucky enough to have a job you take pride in too, like, hell yeah, man. I love that. To be this sexy? Oh my god, Zane, please. Hot take? Oh, no, I read that one there. I asked about that too. Oh, I read that one there too. Just shows that people... Yeah, it's... I was teasing about the Ducky. Hey, dude, honestly, Ducky makes some good stuff. I have much respect for Ducky. They kind of like low-key brought keyboards to a mainstream audience as well. I know they were popular years ago, but What is this supposed to do? Are these like alignment tabs? Oh, this is interesting internals. Okay, let's explore the internals a little bit. So these seem to be, I'm guessing these metal spikes here are alignment tabs of some sort. Surprised they went with a metal or a stainless steel. I'm not sure what this is material wise, but surprisingly they went with a metal alignment tab of some sort. Although it kind of looks like they can be unscrewed. Can they? Now I'm curious. They have a straight head on them, but oh, they can be. So I guess you could technically take these off. I don't exactly know if these are completely necessary. I wonder what these would be for. Maybe affects the sound? Yeah, maybe. Are they metal though? Yeah, they're metal of some sort. Maybe aluminum. Interesting. I don't know what these are for. I don't exactly... maybe alignment? But I would doubt it because there's screws that screw into the top here. Interesting. Free snack. True. Very, very interesting. Okay, let's put some gaskets on. And there we have the... So all these screws are to cover up the LEDs here on the bottom. Although, you know what I should do beforehand? I mean, it looks like this is in fine. Yeah, that's in fine there. Okay, let's just try to assemble it here and then see if it turns on or not. Because it looked like the board before didn't really turn on. All right. Yeah, let's just assemble it. They're Wi-Fi antennas? Extra motherboard standoff? Yeah, maybe. So it also looks like we're putting some gaskets on both sides here. That's a long ribbon cable. I do like the way they kind of organized it though, how you kind of just tuck it back in. I think that's pretty nice. Ooh, my stomach is growling. Dude, I don't know what has been up with me lately. I've been a hungry boy, man. I don't know what it is. Just like in a constant state of hunger. I promise you though I ate, guys. I promise. Well, the screws you probably would never have to undo. These are meant to hide the LEDs that are sitting on the side. Love the latest Lucky 65 video. Hope to cover more ready in stock. Yes, I will be covering more of those. It seems like it's been a pretty popular ask, and you know what? I've been enjoying doing so, so I will be covering some more. There are probably a few I'm still not going to cover just because I don't really support like some of the options and things people give as okay, maybe I shouldn't even try to sugarcoat it. I don't really like some of the brands just because the way they treat customers, so I probably won't be covering some. The Parabolica 60, I have seen that. I think I got asked to maybe take a look at that in the future. It looked really nice radioactive. What's a good GMK set to blind gift a friend? GMK Wob? Nice and simple. Easy peasy. Can't go wrong with it. Knew it? Dude, you can't go wrong with it, dude. Oh, man. Don't forget to send me that thing you told me to help check on that stuff some time ago. Wait, Zane. You might have to explain that one there to me. Wait, who asked me? Who asked me about the whole... I'm so sorry, man. I'm so sorry. My question is, did you cook dinner today? No, today we ordered. Just because today we literally had... We were literally doing things right up until the last moment. So we had no time to do anything else. Wob is nice. Wob is nice. Don't care what anyone says. Wob's nice. It's a nice set. It's a good set, guys. Can't get mad at Wob. I'm actually looking for GMK Wob right now to use in my Lily. It's nice, right? Dude, if I had Wob available right now, you better believe I'd get it. WOD looks good and everything? Yeah. That way there you can like introduce your friend to like the GMK quality and then have a set that works on everything. No brainer, in my humble opinion. That's a no brainer. I'll preach it to the day I die. It's true. Some people be like, that's a boring choice. Absolutely not. Wondering what your thoughts are on Canon Keys PBT keycaps. I like them. They're good. I think the Canon Keys PBT stuff is a good thickness. Pretty good quality too. I'd say it's in line with just about every other PBT, like good PBT set that I like, with the exception of with the exception of CRP. I like CRP a little bit more, but you don't get as many options with CRP. Did the blocker poke our boy? The blocker is not as sharp. Oh, this blocker? Dude, I haven't even attempted. This is actually really sharp. I should make a comment on that, actually. But here, let me show you guys. Jeff warned me about this beforehand. They probably should round this off a little bit. There's no need for it to be this sharp, but do you guys see this? Do you guys see how pointy this blocker is? There's absolutely no need for it to be like that. That could be rounded off. That is an accident waiting to happen for sure. So, yes. Holy shit, yeah, it's pretty sharp. You just gotta be careful. It just seems to be here and here, though. I don't know why they did it like that. It's fine, it's just like a tofu. Oh gosh. Wait, is WOB listed on Drop legit? Yeah, I think Drop has been like the main vendor for WOB for a long time. Finally caught some of the stream. Only just saw the Manta build. You and Bull smashed it. Thank you. Excited to pick one up? Thank you, dude. I've been using it. It's been amazing. I have been extremely happy with it. Bull's building his tomorrow, so I'm curious to see how Bull's gonna like it. And then I'll be sending it off. Like I have a few. I'm gonna be building one more on my personal time, and then maybe a third build. But I'll also be sending one of these builds to Mr. Geoff. Hopefully sending it to Geo as well, and then I'm gonna do it, guys. Despite my better judgment, I'm gonna send one to Tim. We'll see. We'll see if it passes Tim's strenuous demands. What the hell? We'll see. Evo, I spoke to Tim today. I said, Tim, would you please be nice? And we'll see. We'll see. Talk about high standards. He's not going to be nice. He's not going to be nice, but we'll see. I don't have confidence. Tim, nice. That's good. We can see if it's waterproof. If he spills anything in it, I'm actually going to fucking lose my mind. Ribbon cable. This one's at least a little bit longer, and it's a little easier to put in. I'll give it that. It's not terrible to squeeze in here. Maybe these pins are just to help rest this? I don't know. They're definitely alignment of some sort. I wonder if they'll affect the sound at all, though. Very, very curious. All right, screw this bad boy back in. This. It sounds good, but it doesn't sound as good as my iPad keyboard. I'm honestly half expecting him to say shit like that. Yeah, dude, the Obsidian stuff, I can't wait to look at too. I think keyboards made of different materials, like stone and stuff, are so cool. So I am so excited to try one of those. He's gonna do a drop test and see how far it can fly. Well, I spoke to him today and I said, Tim, you know, I was like, hey man, do you want to take a look at the Manta? And he said, first of all, he's like, what's that? And I said, Tim, that's kind of crazy how we talk like literally every day and you don't know what that is. And then Tim said, Let me look it up. And he looked it up on his iPad. He was on his iPad, so I heard the clicking of his iPad. And he's like, "Oh, you designed a keyboard." And he didn't even sound excited. And I was like, "Yeah, do you want to take a look?" And then he's like, "When? I got to see if I have time." And I was like, "Damn." So I got a little nervous. And then I was like, "Well, whenever you have time, man, in the next few months." And he's like, "All right, I'll see if I do." And then I was like, "Yeah, man, you can just like be honest." And he's like, "Yeah, expect me to." And he did, and he said it in such like a harsh tone. And I was like, "Damn." And then he's like, "So am I getting paid?" And I didn't say that, but he's gonna take a look. I'm a little nervous though. I'm not gonna lie. I'm a little scared. So I'll buy him some V-Bucks. He might do it. You think if we like get him some like iPad gift cards for like the apps he likes to use and the video games he likes to play on the iPad, he'll do it? I was thinking like in the box, I'll give him like a $50 iPad gift card, so he can like go on the App Store and get his little gotcha game things that he plays. So, you know what's crazy though, Crispy? I would trust Simon more than I trust Tim. I actually would, dude. I feel like Simon would at least be serious. Tim's just gonna fucking hate me for the sake of being Tim, so. You know what I mean? This will be his stream revamp. Who, Tim's? Oh, gosh. I trust RamaWorks more than I trust him? Damn. Do you have any keycap sets that you recommend for a red polycarbonate keyboard? Oh, wow. A red polycarbonate keyboard? Are you looking for something like that kind of matches, or just like something basic? I mean, dude, even a cream keycap set for that, or beige, would be really nice. Or wob. We could just go with white on black. Red Alert's a good choice too. Give him the 50 after the review. Yeah, that'll entice him to send it back. You're right. Okay, this is all screwed in. Cool, so this has been a pretty simple build. I don't think there's anything that stands out from the build here, other than those really sharp corners on the inside. I do like the mounting style on this. I think for the plates, I maybe would have liked to see a relief cut going vertically, just to really help isolate this spacebar a tiny bit more. Or not isolate, rather, but kind of just make it a little bit more bouncy in a little bit. But it's a personal preference. Very, very pretty. I really hope this works, because the PCB wasn't really like booting up before. I might need to flash this, guys. Let's see. Yeah. Let's see if I can message them about flashing this. The blue fight faces down, not up. Or faces towards the PCB. Did I not put that in right, Jeff? Typically the blue is on the outside, I'd say. Like you see the blue. Did I not do that correct? Is this case, is it backwards? It faces inside? That is not typical at all. How is in the DB? It's hard to see. I didn't actually check. That's good. That's a good point, though. I should have checked that. Well, let's see. It's a few screws. I had to redo mine, too. Weird. One of the downsides about ribbon cables, I suppose. I had to use tweezers to squeeze it in. Let's see. Yeah, so typically it faces this way. So on a normal ribbon cable, the blue, I mean, maybe. Does that actually make sense? No, it doesn't really make sense. But okay, if this goes this way then. For what DNA? Sorry? I thought I mentioned a couple of vendors. Oh, are they dead? Okay, I have to go through today then. That's crazy. I just went through them the other day, and some of them were fine, so. Do you know which DNA? If you happen to have a few minutes and you saw a few that were dead, do you mind sending me a message? Or yeah, scoop the message too, so we can update those for everybody. Ribbon was a little finicky on my Dune too. Ribbon cables are all a little bit finicky. I don't like hate ribbon cables, but I also don't love ribbon cables. Rule of thumb though with ribbon cables is they're supposed to be like the blue is supposed to be facing the opposite side. So you're supposed to see the blue. Yeah, I agree. As long as it's not easy, mate. Greetings from Portugal. I'm starting in mechanical keyboard modding and I still have a lot to learn. I mean, dude, we all do, even me. Until last week, I had only installed switches and keycaps. I have a GMK Pro at home and a Monsgeek M1 V3 for work. I love the Akko V3 Creamy Purple Pro switches. Last week, I swapped the Pro's plates for the PC plate, installed direct V3s, and looped with Crytox. It went well. I've ordered some Akko switches. I like Akko switches. I don't know if they're still manufactured by KTT, but Akko switches... Actually, it might be HMX now. Akko switches are actually pretty good. When it comes down to lubing, though, I do recommend, like, one little tip I can give you, unsolicited advice, but take your time and only do a little bit. You don't have to do a crazy amount. But dude, I'm glad you're having fun. Is it mostly TTC now? Really? I like Akko stuff. Akko switches, not their keycaps. Their keycaps are a little shady sometimes, but their switches are great. All right, let's see if this works now. Does it turn on? Ah, yeah, there we go. Ooh, thank you, Jeff. Look at this. All right, this is a sweet side profile. That is pretty sweet looking. That is cool. Ooh, this is kind of hot, man. That is super clean. Yeah, that's what we were showing off, like the diffusion. I wonder, is this max brightness? I mean, dude, even with max brightness, with studio lights on, you can still see some of the RGB here. Hold on, can I? Oh, that does, I mean, dude, I don't even have to turn off the light. This looks great. Yeah, this is pretty strong lighting, I gotta admit. Again, considering this is on and this is off, I don't know how well this will show off, but I mean, yeah, pretty nice. Very cool. Actually, we can do this too, just to kind of... Ooh. Leave the lights on. I want to see your facial reaction. Hey, yo. Very cool. Let's put some keycaps on this guy. I hope this sounds good. I'm a little nervous about these feet. I'm not going to lie. A little nervous. But again, I really love the design of this thing. It's just clean, simple, good. Now, keycaps. Let's see. You ever find out the NK summary sale? I have a tentative date, but I'll get back to you guys with a definitive date. Just got me an aftermarket Cycle 7. Gonna pair it with some HMX Sugar Rushes. Dude, those are nice switches too. Or you're getting the PCB mill max. Hell yeah, dude. Concrete? I mean, yeah, I'm actually down for a bottle jack set today. I am so down for that. Let me go get one. Oh. I think concrete would look nice. Do I have this? Yeah, we do. This will be like an all silver build. Kind of cool. I haven't actually tried this yet. I don't know if this will look good, but we'll see. All kind of silver. Actually, this will look cool. Silver on silver, or concrete on silver, clean AF. Yeah, this kind of looks cool already. Really hoping that once we put all the keycaps on, this will be a solid build. Milkers, we got some milky yellows. This is Matthew's set, yeah. Is this Anit's choice? It is. I'm so sorry, Elk One. If so, I don't like it. You guys can, like... I don't know what to say. We need to have, like, a thumb war between Elk One and Anit right now. I don't know what to say anymore. Bruh. For those who don't want to read on their what's on their keycap set, yeah, a little bit. Alex never uses Miami. Dude, it's because every time I use Miami or whatever, any of the nice like bright neon sets, with the exception of like monochromatic sets, people get so mad at me. Everyone makes fun of me. EQ has gamer thumbs. I got my money on him. And it 1v1 me on Apex. I have Miami something. And then I also have that other really bright purple and yellow set, but nobody ever lets me pick that one there. Although I think it's a 6 set. To be honest, Bento might be the only keycap set that I own and I don't really love. That was kind of a meh purchase on my end. But that was a long time ago. Dude, Bento is one of those sets that's so hard to find a pairing keyword for it. You know what's crazy though, Ants? Like legit. I don't even feel like saying this out loud because it's going to be held against me for fucking ever. But yes, I definitely prefer Greg over Bento some days. Because at least Greg's easier to manage and like put on a board. You know what I mean? Hot damn. Don't take it out of context, guys. OG, thank you so much for the tier 1. I appreciate it, dude. Thank you. That's one of the takes. Someone clip that? Okay, you know what? Alex complimented the G-Man? Okay. Is that what we're calling Greg now? God damn. Bento Revival on a silver? Yeah, Revival's a nice set. But I don't have Revival. I have just standard Bento. Yeah, Retrowave, that's the other one. People seem to really hate that set when I use it too. Alex likes the king. Actually, this is kind of hot though. Low key? Or high key, I don't even know. Just in general, this is actually really good looking with this set. I didn't really expect this out of this combo here. This is why you'll never get it. Because you Greg people are insufferable. Shit. You guys were angering Insty. Oh, man. Oh, wait, that's not good. This one. The last set that I bought? Oh, geez, that's a great question. It was recently, too. Let me think about that one there. I don't remember the actual name of the last set I bought. I mean, technically, it would have been... Miklon? Was it Miklon? No, that wasn't... There's one more after that I got. I just don't remember which one it was now. Miklon was recent, too. No, I didn't buy Winkler yet. Shit, I don't remember now. I remember when it came in, I was so excited, too. Oh my gosh. That's bad that I'm forgetting these things. No, Fabric was actually sent. I don't know if Winkler is going to be constant stock. No, Mars Cadet Mike sent me. Or Mars Cadet, rather, not Cadet. I'm trying to think of the last one I physically like purchased with my own money, but it probably, you know, maybe I am thinking correctly. It probably was, yeah, maybe it was. Probably was Miklon. Shit, where's the alts? Oh, here. No, actually, maybe, no, it wasn't Tribal. Tribal's also like a set Mike sent me. Oh, you're right. It was an aftermarket cubed set that I purchased. You're right. It might have been cubed. Let's put opt. Jeff has a better memory than I do. Guys, I actually really like the way this looks. Low-key, I might put this on this afterwards. I'm kind of vibing with this right now. This looks kind of good. I would have never thought to put this together, actually. I probably would have done something like... Yeah, I mean, I really like this. It's nice. Alright, right away, I can tell you, there's a little bit of pinginess. The sound is there, but there's something like metal on metal contact here. I'm going to tune the spacebar before we go too far with this today, though, just because that definitely needs to be done. The spacebar doesn't match. I mean, I don't know yet. Let's type on it before we jump to conclusions. I don't know if it's a good pinginess. I might have to force break this. I feel like that's definitely the solution here, because I really do feel like there's some... Maybe it's those pins. Remember I showed you guys those pins? Alright, so here's what the board sounds like right now. Let's plug it in. These are Gatoron Milky Yellows. They're lubed with GS2, spring swapped, and filmed. On the aluminum plate, a little bit of ping. I can definitely hear it the more that I type now. So I like where the spacebar is at, but there's a very sharp pinginess in the board. Let's see. I have a feeling we need to force break something. Do you guys hear the pinginess that I'm talking about? I heard at the moment we start putting on caps, it's very pronounced. Okay. Let's see if it's those. First, I want to try taking out those pins, whatever they are. No one else is glazing Milkies these days? Really? Milky Yellows are so good. Everyone should be glazing Milky Yellows. They're cheap and they're so good. We could use some of the foam, but I don't know if the pinginess is caused by the case. So that's what we're going to find out right now. That is going to be the thing we need to figure out here. I like the cream sodas over Milky Yellows. We all have preferences. You know what? I feel like with long pull switches, there's such a different vibe. And long pull switches can be really fun to use.
Let's go, baby.
Dude, why did the TTS sound like it was yelling passionately? What's up, Destin? How you doing, man? Not 1 year. 1 year streak, but 15 months. Thank you, dude. How is your Monday going? Is it going good? You know a good way to test if there's ping? Is just to take off the top frame. And now we're going to see. A little bit less. I'm still going to take these things off. I have a feeling it's these things. If I'm being real with you guys, the plate is literally pressing against these things. I still don't really understand the purpose of these. Maybe there's some structural purpose that I'm missing here and I'm just like not fully fucking realizing it, but we're going to see. Let's see. Finished up a review of the cream lattes. I found them to be extremely poppy. How about you, yours, my guy? Also, everyone else in chat, how's the Monday going? My Monday has been, first of all, I'm glad that you had a good Monday, it seems like. And I'm happy to see you did some fun reviewing. My Monday has been chaotic. Honestly, I got kind of... I feel like being honest is a good thing here. I wanted to get... I got a lot of stuff done today, but I also feel like I wanted to do more. And I was fully capable of doing all that more thing that I'm saying. But I had a lot of stuff, unfortunately, pop up that was also related to, like, you know, my day-to-day streaming stuff and just being here on stream with you guys. And it was just annoying. It was a lot of shipping problems, a lot of, like, just coordination problems. It was no one's fault. No one here's fault at all. But just a lot of stupidity, and it kind of frustrated me. I was a little annoyed at a bunch of stuff, and I got a little heated to myself, kinda, and a little emotional about it because I was getting kind of annoyed. But that's really about it. That was my Monday. But we're here now. I'm better. We're all good. Guys, I think removing those 3 metal pins literally solved... What are those for? Yeah, I think that solved it. Let's see. Are they supposed to be removed? Alignment, maybe? I mean... I suppose? Not really, though. One thing I'll say is to be sure to remember there's always things we can't control. Dude, that's kind of where I ended up landing on, Destin. And the only thing we can control is how, you know, things impact us. I get that completely. I landed on that towards the middle end of the day. So that's why I kind of like came back to earth, sort of. Oh my god. It was those middle pins. Dude, I don't even know what to say. These are a bad idea usually. I mean, alignment pins in general, even when Keycult was doing them, have never been like super great. The only good way to really do alignment pins is if you're going to make them out of silicone or something that's going to like not absorb some sort of rattle or vibration from the case. Look at the difference now. You kind of liked it with the pins? I mean, dude, hey, you know what? I mean, maybe that's a cool little modification there, but... I do like the way the board sounds. Here's the thing. I don't think the long feet are taking away from this board. Do you guys think so? I don't think this sounds thuddy in one bit. A little bit? I don't think it sounds the thuddy. If you guys are saying it though, then obviously, because I think the stream audio is pretty good. But I think I've definitely had worse thuddy boards. I definitely need to put a little bit more into the left side here. I'm sure if we test this on the table, this will be very, very poopy, but we'll see. Let's see. Actually, not bad. It could also be the stainless weight. I don't think that's terrible. Oh, I quite like the sound. You guys want to hear a Nixie, you said? Let's see. Let's do a cherry switch. Let's see. Let's see. Let's see. Will the milky yellow pop out okay, though? Let's see. I highly doubt it. Good thing about milky yellows is they're going to stay forever in your plate. Oh, it came out nicely. Okay, we're good. We're good. We're good. I'll do a cherry switch. I don't think I have a Nixie on hand right now, but we'll just do a cherry MX2A. Oh. I think, honestly, I like both. I have no preference when it comes to the Spaceball personally. Okay, I'd say this is a pretty nice sounding keyboard. I think it's pretty well rounded. It's pretty well isolated. It's softer feeling, but not quite soft. Like there's definitely some compression going on with the pour-on gaskets here. Love the look of this thing. Love it. I was a little nervous about these feet. I don't think they're impacting the sound at all, despite them being longer feet. I'm happy about that, by the way. That usually this is something that's like a make or break deal for a lot of people. I love the accent lighting on this. I think it works really, really well. They did a really good job there. It's about $370 to start, $380 for I think the highest version. I don't think most people are probably going to get brushed if they end up going with this. Good looking board though. The colors are it's simple. I think the green one's the nicest, but this silver's really pretty too. So, very nice. Again, big fan of what Nessun Design usually does. This is Zyphyr Labs' first keyboard, I believe. I don't know if this is their first, actually. I have to double check. But Zyphyr Labs is the primary here, and I guess Nessun helped. So you can definitely see some influence of that.
Cool board.
Thank you, Koya. I appreciate that, man. But yeah, you can definitely see some influence of that, and I think this is a fun little collaboration project from a designer I already like. So very nice. Very, very cool project. Here's the thing, right? So I guess the questions people probably would want to know is like, why would I buy this type thing? This is going to be one of those boards where if you wanted some accent lighting and you just wanted something a bit like, this is heavy. If you wanted something premium with this specific like minimalistic kind of look, industrial look, I don't think this is reinventing any wheels when it comes to like sound or gasketing or anything like that. Like again, with most of these boards, you're buying this strictly for the visual appeal of it. Sure, I'll show you the bottom. You guys want it plugged in still? Hopefully it doesn't like trigger a whole bunch of sounds when I do this though. Hello, did I not plug it in okay? Oh gosh. There we go. Please never plug in the board that way again. I'll do everything I want to, Avo. It hurts, whatever. But yeah, I think there's going to be a lot of appeal for anyone who kind of wants like an industrial kind of look. Again, what else could you buy for this price or cheaper? Well, I mean, if you're just looking for any old hhkb, Mode sells the Tempo. There's other boards with this similar layout. You could just go with a standard 60, being the Neo 60 core. Again, though, I think the attention to detail here, with the exception of everything but these, this is like the weakest part about these boards. I don't really understand the need for these little alignment pins. Very, very nice. Again, if you're looking for just a normal 60 though, right now the Neo 60 core is kind of hard to beat. But underwhelming looking bottom, I like it. See, I quite like the addition of the different materials here. It's a big stainless steel bottom, by the way, guys. This is not just aluminum. This is a giant slab of stainless steel. So it's pretty heavy. The brush definitely adds some texture here, and I do like these RGB bits. But yeah, sorry guys, it's beeping some clicking things, my bad. But you guys do raise a really good point too. I don't think this design is going to be for everybody. I think there are going to be some people who want a bit more flair to their board or want some more curves or anything. This is going to fall into that industrial, very straight lines, very forward, you know, like it has its own look. But again, I think that's the joy of keyboards, no? We all like something different. It's a cool project. I will be honest, I don't think hhkbs are always the best when it comes to selling. Like if this was a normal 60%, I feel like this would do a lot better, if I'm being real. Ooh, my stomach. But I do think a normal 60 would have been a little bit more of a digestible item for some people. The reason I say that is because I know some boards that, I mean, dude, the Tempo, for example, the Tempo was not as popular as it probably would have been if it was a normal 60.
Love you, Alex. Love you, chat.
Thank you, Kevin. Appreciate that, man. I channeled my inner financial responsible Alex this week and opted to not enter the JJW Overcast raffle. I'm proud of you, man. Honestly, we all have to take a pause sometimes from things, so. I love how they look. hhkbs, I do too. I think these are nice. I have the X-Ray Protagonist arriving soon. Can't wait. Hell yeah, dude. Gotta save up for the Manta? Oh, thanks, dude. I got a hhkb Pro. But yeah, I don't know. Again, sorry, let's go back one step here. I think that's kind of my thought. If I was looking for a 60 right now and I didn't own a 60 and this was available, I like this type of look a lot. Like, this is very much up my alley. I like these kind of flat, kind of, you know, very minimal style keyboards. I would have definitely picked one of these up. But again, this is all personal bias. Like, I like these things. It definitely reminds me a bit about the Tempo ever so slightly. But this is a little bit more of like a cleaner overall design. How does this compare to the Tempo? I think the Tempo sounded a bit better, if I'm being real with you. I like the Tempo's higher pitchness. This is, oops, sorry guys. This is a little bit of a slightly, I can already tell, it's a smidge of a slightly bassier board because of the stainless steel. And there's not really any options here in terms of like what you can do for a weight, so. With this board, I feel like your desk pad is too busy for it. Yeah, you're right. I feel like I definitely just need like a solid single color desk pad for this guy. However, though, I do like the fact that there's going to be in-stock units of this. I do like that a lot. Again, though, I'm a big fan of the Nessun design stuff. I think the RGB was very well implemented here. It looks really good for that reason, too. Super, super sick. Very, very awesome. But again, I can also see people not picking this up for the reason of maybe it's too simple. In stock, you say? Yeah. Alex, would you like... Are you going to say something to eat? What's up, dude? The top down does look good. A crocheted Greg Keeb mat. Oh, it disappeared. The thing you said. Sure, I'll take one. That's it. I'll take one. I don't like hhkb, so I don't think I would grab this for the price point. Yeah. It also, 380 is kind of a big ask, but I mean, it's a giant chunk of stainless steel, so I think that and some of the internals are driving this up a bit in price point. But again, you are getting a giant chunk here, and then there's other little bits that they had to CNC. Other than that, it's pretty straight lines. I do think if this was priced $50 lower, somehow, and maybe that just means they maybe had to choose a different material, this could have been a banger. But again, I am not one to judge when it comes to designers and how they are gonna, you know, choose what they choose to pay themselves here. Very pretty board though. I do like it. Machining stainless ain't no joke. Some vendors ask 200 plus just for a stainless weight alone. Yeah, that's why I'm saying like maybe they would have to change a little bit of the material here because stainless is a little bit pricier, but it is what it is. I like it though. Fun board. Again, options wise on the market, so many other things you could pick up. Okay. I am happy with this though, man. This is gonna be a sweet board. Since no one said it, time for the drop test. Dude, this is heavy. I don't know if I want to do a drop test, my guy. All right, guys. Here's the deal. You guys ready for this? My week this week here is Okay, first of all, the schedule is going to change a little bit. All right. Oh, wait, actually, before that, let me just remind everyone. Like I said, this will be in stock. And if you guys were interested in this board, you would probably have to, I guess Unikeys would let you guys know. They didn't really tell me an exact day. They said they'll just let people know, but they said sometime between May 10th and May 15th. And Unikeys, I believe, is one of the main vendors, so definitely check out them. Alex drops the boards in a bomb. Dude, for real. Okay, this week here, the whole schedule is going to flip-flop like crazy, I think. Let's see. Let me just get to my schedule. I'm going to tell the story when we do the build, but tomorrow, I was supposed to do a stream. I ended up just saying I was off, but tomorrow instead, I will be attending the stream for the Manta with Bull. It will be on Bull's stream for tomorrow at 7 p.m.-ish, I think. Or actually, I'll double check with Bull. On Wednesday, we'll have a Bauer Light. On May 1st, being Thursday, this is the part that's going to start getting a little complex. We're going to be streaming now. We're still going to be streaming on Friday, and then we may be also streaming on Saturday and Sunday. This whole week kind of got screwed over because of shipping problems, so we'll see. It looks like just really Thursday we're doing another build, but probably Saturday, maybe if it arrives in time too. So there's going to be a lot of streams. Either way, we'll just hang out. Also on Wednesday, the Bauer Light stream might also be a really long stream because I might be doing a co-working stream that day as well, just to hang out while I do a bunch of emails and kind of boring computer work, I guess. So we may just do co-working where we kind of just sit in silence and work if you guys are down. But yeah, that's pretty much it, guys. I am ready to chill out for the night. I hope you guys have a good night too. I don't know. I hope you guys also liked the board and found this insightful. I will say some last things about this board. This little standoff thing that I took out. This, if they do need these for something, like I have to definitely double check. But these were terrible on this. Which is a bit of an oversight, I'd say. They definitely need to be made of silicone or something. And then also round out those sharp corners on the inside. Those are not very good either. But, alright guys, I will talk to you guys soon. Thanks for tuning in. I really appreciate it. The last thing, these things are shit. Yeah, I do not like those little standoffs. They were not a good idea. Alright, let's go find someone to raid, shall we, guys? Thank you, guys. I appreciate it, Destin. Let us see. Who is streaming? Lanes is streaming. Let's go raid Lanes. Lanes indeed. Alright, you guys. Have a good one. I appreciate you guys tuning in. Thanks again for being here. I will talk to you guys extremely soon. Actually, technically tomorrow, because we'll be on Bull stream. Yeah, probably tomorrow. So I'll talk to you guys then. Bye, everyone. Until then, have a good night and sleep well. Pinky swear tomorrow. Bye, everybody. See ya. Love you guys.